Hey everybody, we're here. Oh my god.
Hey.
How's it going? We should be able to hear everyone, right? Will, can we hear you?
Yeah, can you?
Yes, we can. Excellent. That's so exciting. Oh my god.
We did it again.
We did it, everybody. What's up? Shannon's here.
Shannon's here.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah,
And Nathan's
here.
Nathan made it just in time for the start of the pod. Hey everybody, how goes it?
Good. How's it going?
Oh, no. Will's not muted. Will, we can hear
talk.
you. Chat.
I'm talking.
So, we can all hear Will.
So here's what
Will
happened
should
before.
not be muted.
Will is eating
Yeah.
popcorn that's way too spicy for him. He's going to be coughing the whole time.
No, I'm not.
Blaine was just frantically clicking every menu that could possibly be clicked.
That's true.
Now it's just like running so smoothly.
Yeah, and we're doing it. I think,
Heck
unless
is.
the audience can't hear
We're
Will.
professional.
And now none of you even knew that, and we told you.
Yeah, they didn't have to know. Kevin, thanks a lot.
Wait,
Now they
is
all
Will
know
muted?
What an unprofessional.
Cameron's saying Will's muted.
I know, but people. I poisoned him with public, so
Did
I
poison-
think
He wasn't
Someone
being
did
very
accuse
sympathetic
Blake
of
of that
her
at one point.
illness.
we can hear Will. Robbie says, "Excellent, thank God."
Okay, good.
He's kind of quiet.
All right,
Will-
podcast over. We did it.
Will, I feel like I haven't seen you in so
Podcast
long.
over.
Which is weird because
You did a podcast last week.
Yeah, I did. We did a podcast together without Kevin, and so I feel like I should not.
What?
I should feel like.
They said they would never do it when I wasn't in town. What evidence is there?
wait.
Because it hasn't been posted
Blaine.
anywhere.
That's true.
I know I haven't
Because you
posted
did
yet.
that.
I
I
bet.
completely forgot until like literally 4 seconds ago. I'm gonna post it right after this. I promise. It's fine. I need to get a system down or something. But
You're just that
also,
embarrassed.
The holiday has been crazy. By the way,
Which holiday?
what? There
Tell
was
the
a
folks at
holiday?
home.
And I'm really upset that nobody watched the Christmas tree decorating stream because
Nobody
I
watched
had
it?
such a fun time.
We did
We
do
had
it.
14 unique viewers, so 14 people did watch.
That's people,
Yeah,
Blaine.
yeah.
Wait,
Nobody?
come
You just
on.
took away their entire agency.
It was
You
great.
just
I had
lost
so much
14
fun.
viewers,
That's
I
true. I'm so sorry.
Also,
the
yes, we do
14
have a special
of you.
guest. Her name is Shannon.
We do have a special guest. Her name is Shannon.
She's here from
Hi, I'm
Montana.
Shannon.
She's from
Whoa.
Ohio. She's my special lady friend.
Whoa.
That's not
That
what we
feels-
say. That's not the
yeah,
title
that
that
feels
we
like
put.
That's
an
usually what I
incredibly
say.
weird
I'm
way.
like,
I'm Kevin's special lady.
Kevin is my special gentleman caller.
Okay. I'm making it worse.
I'm going to change
Blake says she's already
Kevin's
slaying.
contact name on my phone to Gentleman Caller.
And your phone? Why?
Yeah.
So people will see me call you and it'll say gentleman caller? That's what you want to have?
Yeah.
Yeah,
please.
it'll be good. I
Okay.
think that'll be. It's a fun inside joke that will make everybody think that you're, a gentleman caller. Hey,
Joke's on
And then
me.
you can look at their reaction and see.
yeah, it'll be great. It'll
See,
be
what
fun.
do
Look,
you-
I'm doing
yeah.
I'm doing the emote that Cameron just put on.
Yes, that's the Kevin
Okay.
emote, the one where he
Oh, wow.
nods
I
yes.
didn't know that existed.
That emote
How do
comes
you get a hold of
from
that?
you are.
How can I use that in my daily life?
You're nodding your head to a song.
Yeah, I don't know I can't remember what's
I
happening.
can't remember what it was either.
Was it one
I
of...
think it might have been Will. Will back in the day would sing some one of the old 40s songs, some Dean Martin. What was it, Will, that you used to
Old
sing
40s,
No,
some
at
Dean
the
Martin.
end of the
That-
stream?
Fly
No.
me to the moon. No.
Different century or different decade and different artist.
Different century?
Frank
Wait, you said
Sinatra.
something from the 1800s?
No.
Camptown lady, sing that song.
Yankee Doodle went to town.
Stuck a
Right.
feather in his
Glory, glory.
She fits in.
Will, what was the song? I can't remember.
What was the song?
It was My Way by Frank Sinatra. It was not a 40s Dean Martin song.
That's
That
like
is
the
Sinatra.
My Way from Frank Sinatra's like the 40s.
From Saint Sinatra?
yeah, from Frank Sinatra.
Did you think he's like Michael Bublé? Did you think he's Morrison?
No. Yeah, Frank Sinatra's like
No,
40s and
I think
50s.
she's talking about Blaine. Will obviously knows who Frank Sinatra is. You're the one who
I
confused
know
him with
who-
Dean
Oh,
Martin.
yes.
Oh yeah, well, it was one of those
That's your name
guys.
is Will there.
That's
It was
one of
one
those
of
Rat
those.
Packy
Will.
guys.
Will
Dean
Young,
Martin,
Will.
Frank Sinatra. Those are basically the
Yeah,
same
they're all the
person.
same. Sammy Davis Jr.
Can't think of any reason why he's different. Hey, Will, what is that song?
My Way.
He said
I
My
this-
Way.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
I
got
thought
Frank
you were
Sinatra.
just saying
I
you wanted
guess
it
Fly
your
Me to the
way.
Moon, so I would like credit for being close.
Oh, that's
Do you want me to
Frank
sing it for
Sinatra
you right
does sing
now?
that.
Sure,
Yes,
go ahead, Will.
Sing, Will.
And now.
Oh, yes,
this is the one.
Oh, wait, sing that at the end. Sing it at the end.
At the
End
end,
the
yeah.
podcast
That'll be
with
good.
that.
That'll be good.
Okay.
That'll be good. Since I still haven't done like
Shut up.
a roll to go at the end of the podcast, we do just end it.
We do just end it.
Oh, yeah.
When
Will-
we're time to be done, we're just
Like-
going to point at Will. And just, so
Will,
here's
what did
Will
you,
to play us
Take
out.
us out.
Will, what did y'all do for your first married Thanksgiving?
Oh.
Thanksgiving. So,
Why did you look so
Thanksgiving.
confused when he asked that?
Well, my audios keep my audio keeps like cutting out.
Oh my
at some
gosh.
point.
Oh, no.
Will,
So, but it's I wasn't gonna say anything.
Okay.
Let me look confused. Thanksgiving Eve on Wednesday, we did Thanksgiving with my family. So
Thanksgiving Eve.
that way, Thanksgiving Day we spent with Blake's family. So 2 full days. Thanksgiving Eve, me and my brother and my brother-in-law went to the casino.
To play blackjack?
Played blackjack, and I
you win?
won
What?
$100.
Wow. How many hands?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. We played for like an
$100?
Wait,
hour and
didn't
a
you
half.
talk about that thing where you were going to bet more so that by the
That was
time you
Mark.
finally won?
So
it
my
would recover?
brother did that. He
Yeah.
did it to where if he lost a hand, he doubled his next hand to where he could make back that money and win some. But then he ended up just losing.
No.
Losing every hand?
Yes.
Oh
How
my
many
Well, not
hundreds
every
of dollars
hand.
did he lose?
It just no. I think he was up like over 100, but then he lost that. I think he may have broke even by the end.
Okay.
How much did you dip into James's college fund?
Are they no longer going to Italy this next year?
Yeah, they they might be eating at home for the next 2 years, which they already do. But yeah, I did win
He's a great cook.
$100, so that was a
job.
great Thanksgiving gift. And
Now,
Blake
if you
told
never
me,
gamble again, you'll be
Did
up.
Blake spend it all
Yeah.
on Black Friday? She says she.
well, yeah. So she told me beforehand. She said, if you're going to the casino to spend $100, then that means I get $100 for Black Friday. Meaning,
Fair.
like, if I lost $100,
Mm-hmm.
that means she gets to spend $100. But she also said, if I win $100, then she
She
gets
has to give
$200 for
you-
Black Friday. No,
Wait,
so
how does that
either
work?
way,
How does that work?
either way, she gets money. She got the money
Money,
for Black Friday.
please.
Yes, that's exactly how it happened.
You've
So
never done anything wrong in your life, and I love you.
I've literally done anything wrong ever.
Sometimes, like the family with like being married can, balancing that between two different families can be.
yeah, we haven't faced that yet. Usually,
Yeah,
my
so talk about
family's-
that, Will.
Yeah. Is your relationship
hardships
with
of
What kind of
family
fights
are-
happened?
Cameron did ask.
That's what Blaine really wants to know. Tell us about your weekend.
has a
Oh,
drinking
that sounds all happy and
problem.
fun. Tell us about the conflict.
Yeah, there can be, and there has been in the past when we were dating. But usually, my family, like I'm the youngest, and so everyone's older now, and so my parents usually just do it on a different day to like be easy on all the other families and all the in-laws. So, like, I think the same thing will happen around Christmas time too. So
That's super convenient.
yeah,
Yeah, it's nice to
it's
have
nice.
two families in the same city.
Shannon, you spent Thanksgiving here? You were here during Thanksgiving?
She did.
Yes, I
She's
was.
done 3 out of 4 Thanksgivings.
We've done 3
Wow.
and 4 Thanksgivings now. Yes.
3 out of 4.
We're-
What? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Yes, Blaine, we're gonna gain 20 pounds.
How long have y'all been dating again? I can't remember. So this is your first
year
Thanksgiving.
and 2 months, or a year and a month. A little over a year.
Kevin's
Is this
like,
your-
yeah,
is
that's
your
a
that's
month
good.
and 7
5
days.
weeks.
This is your first Thanksgiving in Beaumont?
It is, yes. Mhm.
It's true.
That's
She's
crazy.
been here before.
I have.
Yeah. And we can't crack open the dinosaur can this early. Can we?
And
Shannon,
so ask her about it where she works.
where do you work? What do you do?
I work at Museum of the Rockies. I'm the youth and school programs manager there. And if you're not familiar with Museum of the Rockies, it is the Jurassic Park Museum, so they say. Jack Horner was the curator of paleontology there for many years. And he was a consultant on all the Jurassic Park movies. Since Jurassic World, we switched at some point to Steve Brissati, who wrote Rise and Fall of the Dinosaurs, Rise and Rate of Mammals, etc. But Jack Horner, you know, the museum was linked to Montana State University, and Jack Horner was digging up all sorts of things in Montana. We got lots of dinos up there, and he would use the place as a repository. And then that opening scene in the first Jurassic Park where they're in Shoto, they pronounce it Chato.
When John Hammond goes, I have a jet standing by a Chato.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
That dig site is Egg Mountain. Which Kevin and I got to visit this past summer, and literally holds.
There was like dinosaur fossils on the ground.
We're just having
That's incredible.
Oh, those are the photos I was gonna send. Well,
oh yeah,
I can pull them up
to
at
make
some point,
Blaine
yeah.
super jealous.
I've wanted to go on like on a dig or like go like fossil hunting for a long time. And here in like Beaumont, they have the McFadden Beach is a really fossilivorous like beach site. And they like the fossils will erode in the ocean and then will wash up on McFadden Beach. So they go and they search there and find a whole bunch of like Pleistocene fossils. So mastodon and giant ground sloths. It's very cool. It's a fun thing. And I've wanted to go down there, but I haven't wanted to go so bad that I haven't looked yet into if like local groups go digging or something down there. But I really want to. Because y'all went and y'all found eggs.
We found you could just hold eggshell,
Hadrosaur
and
Myosaur, Troodon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if you guys don't know, so Jack Horner, I'll try not to be too nerdy about this, but he basically at Egg Mountain, what they discovered is layers and layers of thousands of dinosaur egg nests, and what they were able to establish from this was during the time of the dinosaur renaissance. So they were basically able to establish, you know, while terrible lizard dinosaurs were viewed as these cold-blooded creatures, they were able to establish that dinosaurs were actually much more social and active than previously thought because of the fossil evidence they found that they cared for their young. And so that actually changed the whole mindset around dinosaurs, their behavior, and their biology. So that, you know, these days we view most dinosaurs as warm-blooded, and we think of their behavior much more dynamically than we once did. So.
And the eggs at this site like are found like together, like implying that these myosaurs were like herding together and were like brooding and would have their hatchlings.
So
all
but
in the same area.
Raptors as well in that area. So which is interesting, and they're not really sure the reasoning. It might have to do with them preying on myosaur eggs. There might be some sort of like it was just an ideal setting for everybody, but yeah, the idea is they were clearly coming back year after year to lay eggs. They would see layers in a single nest of like cracked eggs that had, you know, the babies had hatched, and then eggs that were laid on top of that. So what's also cool about that site is it's the first place they've been able to you know, basically slice eggs open and observe like dino embryos.
Wow.
So
that's incredible.
We got to see like full dino embryos in the collection.
Whoa. That's so rare.
Okay, we couldn't see the chat for a second.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. They'll disappear after a second. Will, what were you saying?
What do y'all say to people that like don't believe in dinosaurs?
That happens.
Will is asking because he doesn't think that he believes in dinosaurs.
Have you ever seen one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I once
Will's a dino denier.
Every day when you go on a walk and you see a bird, you're seeing.
I say you're lost, honestly.
Whoa.
I don't say that. I don't say that to our We have had some religious schools come where they get very targeted tours. Not that we're never gonna hide the truth, but I think that in the past we've had docents who have given tours of like just the history hall. You know, like we just, if they don't want something covered, we're respectful of that. But I did have a little girl once when I was talking to a school. She came up to me afterwards and asked me about dragons. We have a mythic creatures exhibit right now, and she's like, okay, so if you have all these dino fossils, where are your dragon fossils? And I was like, oh, well, you know, one of the big differences between dragons and dinos, and I go into this whole like mythical versus real. And then she did start, you know, she clearly wanted to have a debate. She started talking about dragons' presence in the Bible. And so at that point I was just like, well, you know what? All I can tell you is we don't have dragon fossils here. And I just kind of.
Right. And it's, you know, cool to be accommodating, but also like important to have conversations that are meaningful for people. 100%. Yeah.
It's challenging. I mean, it's, we're a scientific institution and we stand by that. And we're never going to deny the truth for the sake of like a donor or for the sake of, to accommodate a group that.
Will, you're distracting the chat.
You're distracting the
chat. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm sorry.
But the chat is so distracted.
My ring light keeps dying. And so now it's so dark.
And now we can't see 1,000 purple rings in your glasses.
You look fine.
I'm so dark.
You look great. No, you look awesome.
But there is, y'all have Dracorex or Dracorex.
Dracorex, yeah.
Which is like one of the juveniles of Pachycephalosaurus that actually does.
It looks exactly like a dragon.
They thought was a different dinosaur for a while, and then
that they don't know for sure. They don't know if it is Pachycephalosaurus or maybe it's.
They don't know, but not. Jack Horner and a guy named Mark Goodwin,
both who
discovered a species that's named after him of Pachycephalosaurus.
Oh, cool!
Like there's Goodwinny at the end of one of the Pachycephalosaurus.
Oh, I think I know that.
Yeah. You think you know that?
Is that why it's your favorite dinosaur?
That's not one of my favorite. I'll find that out.
Wait, let's go around and your favorite dinosaur.
I don't know.
You cannot know.
Come on, you have one in your heart.
I have several different prehistoric animals that I like.
Oh, well, okay. So sorry. Favorite prehistoric, like my sister likes plesiosaurs.
Yeah, plesiosaurs are great. Mosasaurs are really awesome.
But what about a dinosaur?
Really awesome. If I had to pick a dinosaur, I really like, just because Jurassic Park was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Deinonychus is just an absolutely one of the most terrifying. We got a couple Deinonychus. Whoa, I love that. Deinonychus is really cool, and Another D with the frill in the movie, but it doesn't have a frill. No, Dilophosaurus. Thank you. Dilophosaurus is really, really cool too, and it makes me so mad that the Jurassic Park movie does it such injustice. They're gonna take little tiny Velociraptor and blow it up to size, but they're gonna take Dilophosaurus, which was a huge animal, and shrink it, and then give it this crazy frill, and a real Dilophosaurus is really cool. Yeah. But my favorite prehistoric animal is probably, I really like mosasaurs, like Tylosaurus. I really like pliosaurs, Chronosaurus, Liopleurodon. All of those are really great ones. I'm not familiar. But I have a lot of favorites. What about you?
Ankylosaur.
Oh, what a good one! I do love a good Ankylosaur.
I love the classic Ankylosaur with the club tail, but I also love Borealopelta, which is
Borealopelta. That was my wallpaper for the longest time.
Oh, nice. It is like an almost perfectly Google it.
Yeah.
It's like an almost perfectly preserved.
Cameron's making lists right now. Right?
Yeah. That'd be good.
Mine's Pachycephalosaurus.
Oh, such a good one too.
Ornithischians unite.
Boom.
Wonder twins.
Borealopelta is such a really beautiful fossil. Just the way that it's preserved, but also. It was one of the first stories that made me feel really empathetic for an extinct animal because Borealopelta is really well preserved. No, not really.
Billions of
Borealopelta is really, really well preserved because it's like an ankylosaur. It has an armored back, but it got washed out into the water into marine deposits. So it's found in really, really fine sandy sediment. And it died, and probably it probably died in the water. And then because of the gases that are produced after death, it flipped on its back, and then it sank. And so the back fell into the really fine, silty, sandy sediment, and it preserved it really remarkably. But the concept of this poor animal being caught up in a river and washed out to sea and struggling to swim until it can't swim anymore, and drowning on its own was such a sad. It feels so bad. Here, I can pull up a picture of Borealopelta. Let's see here. Yes. Oh my gosh.
This camera's really good.
That doesn't do it justice. One second.
What about Will? Will didn't say his.
Yeah, I wanted it. Yeah. What about you, Will?
I feel like a Food Network judge.
No. Just what do you
that doesn't have taste buds. If you were to hand me a dish and I don't have taste buds, that's how I feel in this conversation.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Maybe a Charizard.
There it is.
Charizard. Good Pokemon.
So you mean
this is Borealopelta, by the way, over there. It's really incredible. The level of preservation is remarkable. You can pick out individual scales.
This morning.
the color. Yeah.
I mean, this took years to prep.
Yeah.
Like, insane.
It's really great. It's just one of my. It is certainly one of like my favorite preservations. But yeah, it's incredible.
I'm gonna try to pull up.
Mountain photo. Dinosaurs, man.
Oh
dinosaurs are
Blaine, tell us about the dinosaur game that you're making.
No, that's too nerdy. We can't talk about dinosaurs.
You got 2 more minutes. Nerdy? You got 2 more minutes for dinosaurs.
That's too nerdy.
That's too nerdy. These are the dinosaurs are actual living things that like actual serious science has done about them. It's not nerdy. It's important to talk about dinosaurs and extinct animals.
Well,
it's nerdy to talk about my silly little trading card game that I'm thinking about coming up with. But I have been trying to come up with a trading card game for a long time that centers around prehistoric animals, and I like the idea of playing the game helps you learn about these animals and how they lived in their environments. And I think I figured out a way that's fun for it to play. So I'm excited about it. Cool. I made both Chloe and Nathan play it. And
we don't get to play it?
Hey, we can play it. I will jump at the opportunity to have people play test it. But I think it's fun. Well, so right now
now's the time.
Yeah.
That's true. Illustrations are expensive, and so I'm using. I'm stealing art. I'm not selling them yet. Whenever I eventually sell them, I'll make original.
I know paleo artists like some that are incredible.
I'll take you up on
that. So one thing that's really cool, I think about
you brought a thing.
Hold on. One thing I think that's really cool.
You're not allowed to bring props
about paleontology is you're studying something like scientists. It's there's often a beautiful merging of art and science when it comes to paleontology, because you have these scientists who are passionate about what they're studying. They get excited about it, but there's no real visual interpretation or representation of it. And so you get people who are working, who are like, kneeling over in a lab and working day in and day out, but then they also want to create art to represent something they're passionate about. So you get a lot of people who are really multi-talented in the field. So yes, as a result, there are students who do upper level stuff that are just so passionate about it. But I did bring something for you.
I'm so curious.
I think you're
for me.
This.
Oh my god! Yo, you can only see the reflection of Kevin.
I know. There we go.
Yo!
It says to Blaine, may the force be with you. Joe Johnston. Recently at the museum, we had our evening at the museum, which are our big.
It's signed by Joe Johnston.
Joe Johnston, director of Jurassic Park 3. So that's why he's connected to the museum.
So that's why he's connected to the museum. Wow. But additionally, he works for Lucasfilm for 10 years. His grad school to go to film school is paid for by George Lucas.
Came up with the Millennium Falcon.
Came up with the Millennium Falcon.
How cool that is.
And so
Shannon, this is too nice. You can't do nice things for me. You're not allowed.
Well,
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I will admit what happened was I printed off one of these and then it wasn't going through on the printer. So I printed the second one. So I ended up with 2. I go upstairs to Joe Johnston, nicest guy. Yeah. And I'm like, I guess I went and I was like, there's 2 on here. He signs the first one for Kevin, which was my initial goal. And then he's like...
You weren't thinking to get it to sign for me originally? Now it's less special.
So then he's like, who do I make the second one out to? And I think he thought it was going to be me. And I was like...
Oh my God.
I was like, without seeing
it could have been you,
Blaine.
Shannon. It should have been. Oh my gosh. It will hang in a very prominent place in my home.
Well, I told him about how you guys can basically talk to each other in movie quotes.
That is true. Well, so Kevin, I can understand movie quotes better than I can speak it. I'm not as fluent in the
being
language
around Spanish. They're asking.
Right, I'm not as fluent in the language as
well,
Kevin
this guy's
is.
wrote memories.
Yeah, it's scary. It's really disgusting, actually.
Sorry, Will, I didn't get you assigned.
No, it's okay. I don't know a lot about Johnson and Johnson, but
Joe Johnston.
He sounds like a really good person.
He was so nice. He gave this I
heard they came up with some vaccines.
I recorded actually, and he thanked me for asking him for his autograph, which I thought was so modest.
He sounds awesome.
He does sound awesome.
He was really, really nice.
He did tons of special effects stuff in Empire,
lighting,
and And so he's like in like the behind the scenes stuff. Like you can they talk to him and they interview him and stuff. But he's also like in the behind the scenes footage, like lighting and working on like AT-ATs and crap. Like that's incredible. I'm so excited.
He also directed
Hang It on the Christmas Tree. They said
I will.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
October Sky, Rocketeer.
Rocketeer. What a good one. What a great guy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's too nice.
You bet.
And I am bad about letting people do nice things for me, but I will accept this one. So thank you so much.
Now, Blaine, what are you going to get her?
I
famous people do you know?
Blake's like Joe Jonas.
This is
it's not like Baby Shampoo, it's Johnston.
Will said Johnson and Johnson because he's being a fool.
Yeah, it's not the
vaccine. Will, here I am. Everything I say is cutting him out of the conversation.
I know. Will, what's one of your topics?
Yeah,
we haven't talked a lot.
Y'all talked about Spanish. I went Black Friday shopping
in Spanish
in Mexico
Blake on Friday. No, but I was at the mall and there was a really long line at Old Navy. And then Paul shows up and I'm like there with Blake and my mom and my sister, but Paul shows up and so I'm like, hey, Paul. And then the line is really long at Old Navy. So I go sit down at like the bench outside of Old Navy at the mall. And this guy next to me, he starts talking to me in Spanish and I am.
Why would he just assume?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much. I do know now, but.
He thought you didn't have a very good grasp of the English language.
I guess, yeah. Right. So, and then I started talking to him in Spanish, and so Paul's sitting right there. I was just talking to this guy in Spanish the whole time, and Paul was feeling really awkward. But it was great, and like for like 15 minutes until they got they came out of Old Navy. I just had a conversation in Spanish with this guy at Old Navy, and you said Spanish, so that's why I brought it up.
Delightful.
Nice segue.
Yeah.
What did you talk about in Spanish?
Yeah.
Well, I talked about how I learned Spanish because he was surprised that I could talk to him back in Spanish. So I'm like,
the whole conversation was about how you can talk in Spanish.
It's kind of
meta. Precisely. Yeah. So we talk in Spanish. And we basically become best friends. What was his name?
You can't remember your best friend's name?
I'll
Don't guess. It's gonna sound racist.
And it'll sound especially racist because I'm pretty sure I know his name, but if it's wrong, then yeah, it will.
Well, you know what we could talk about?
What if he's watching right now?
We saw
Wicked?
We saw Wicked.
Oh my God, what did you think of it?
You know what? A plus. A plus. No notes.
No.
It was the perfect movie musical.
Oh my gosh, I turned into an application.
Killed Will's video once again. I wasn't going to comment on it.
Sorry,
he's dropped out so many times.
Sorry, you're good.
But no, yeah, Wicked was so I know the broad strokes of the story of Wicked. This is like a part one, but it's like a what if scenario about why is the Wicked Witch of the West Wicked, because in the original story it's just like this one-dimensional. Yeah, she's
evil
the person, and so it does a really good. I don't mind them like changing up the story. I don't have any connection to the story of Wizard of Oz, so
you're not worried about canon.
Yeah. I'm not worried. Well, that's not what the Wicked Witch of the West is.
I just never was like super into it as a kid. Like I feel like if I was super into it as a kid, I would have stronger opinions.
But no, it's excellent. I think
extremely well done.
10 out of 10.
Not just like the technical aspect of doing a musical. Everybody, there was no gaps in the singing. You know, like I like Les Mis too, but when the Russell Crowe parts, I'm like, I should go to the bathroom. But like there was nothing. I didn't even realize, what is it, like a 3.5 hour movie?
40 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was that long. I just kept thinking, I hope it's not over now, because I knew it was going to be a part one. I hope this isn't where they cut it off, because I just wanted to keep going.
Wow.
And I'll get like an hour and a half in of any movie and feel that way. I didn't feel that way at all.
Right.
My attention span is.
She stayed awake the whole time.
Y'all are like the 7th people to tell me how good it is, and I really, really, really want to go see it.
Well, Will go with you.
Oh, Will.
Yeah.
Let's go see
I'll
it.
go again.
Yeah.
Paul says it's right up there with Folie à Deux. Yeah, that's a real funny joke. That's the worst musical I've ever seen. It's a surprise musical.
The Joker.
Actually, the worst musical I've ever seen is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Oh my God, which is my mother's favorite movie. Yeah, it was so funny. On the Christmas tree decorating stream, and all of you should feel sorry that you missed it because it was great. My mom was talking about how her favorite Christmas movie is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, which it has
which
one
if you don't
Christmas
know,
scene, but
it's about 7 mountain men coming into a town
and
kidnapping women,
yes,
locking them in their homes until they're okay with being married to them.
Yeah.
Didn't she say something like they're okay eventually?
They're fine. They get you. That's called Stockholm Syndrome.
It's insane.
It's like, bless your beautiful hide. Yeah. You're gonna be my bride. And it's not like a proposal. It's like, you're coming with me.
You will be my bride.
Yeah, it's not like...
It is insane. And so, like, the whole premise of the movie is they kidnap them right before winter strikes or something.
Yeah, so they can't go back down the road.
They can't leave, but their families can't come rescue them until the summer.
Right.
And so they have the whole winter and spring to like woo them into falling in love with them.
To psychologically torture them.
Yes. And then all the women do. And then their families come and they're like, oh, well,
I guess they're married already.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, Phantom of the Opera, also a very idealized,
problematic romance.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like we've changed any. What's that show on Netflix that everybody's obsessed with, just about the guy that kidnaps women?
What?
There's a guy. What is it, Will?
You?
Yes.
I was just
yeah.
And
is it
everybody's like
plural?
obsessed with him.
I think he murders them though. Does he?
Right. That's worse.
It's because they're making all the serial killers attractive.
Yes.
Right.
Why are serial killers?
And now there's a new Dexter show. There's a new Dexter.
Yes.
That's when he's younger and hotter.
I don't understand.
You heard it here. Young hot Dexter.
Young hot Dexter coming at you.
Like what was the Dahmer one where
Isn't it Zac Efron or something?
Well, they had a Zac Efron one. I think he was Jeffrey Dahmer too.
Okay.
But then
Zac Efron was Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. That's right.
Yeah.
And then Jeffrey
Dahmer
Quicksilver. Well, who's that kid?
I can't remember his name, but it's the guy who plays Quicksilver. Yeah. But that is not a kind portrayal
like Jeffrey Dahmer?
Of Jeffrey Dahmer. Which some of these are. Like, there's like a sympathetic portrayal of Dexter's.
The Ted Bundy one was Zac Efron was kind of sympathetic to him.
It was kind of sympathetic to Ted,
which is crazy.
So I think the point of the Ted Bundy one was showing how easily
women were.
He could cajole women into believing he was this innocent person. I think the Jeffrey Dahmer one was just pointing out how like sick and twisted and evil Jeffrey Dahmer was, and how much people threw up red flags and authorities didn't listen at all, like his neighbor.
Yeah.
Like calling the police multiple times.
Yeah. Good Lord. That's terrifying. But the Jeffrey Dahmer one, he's kind of hot in it, right? Or they try not to make him hot, I guess?
I don't know. He doesn't do it for me,
Ted
but
Bundy,
whatever works for you.
Ted Bundy actually was kind of attractive.
That's what I'm saying. They make him hot.
First time on the podcast.
Everyone knows. I'm not.
Will is in shock. He's literally shocked.
Oh no!
That you would.
Will, he's frozen in fear.
Oh no!
Oh my God! Well.
Oh, we didn't even really talk about Wicked that much.
Now, look,
so excited.
You've upset him.
Is he gone, or is he just visually gone?
No, maybe he's.
I hope he's.
Oh, there he is. He was pink for a second.
What did you love about Wicked?
What did you love about Ted Bundy?
Ted Bundy. Wait. Ted Bundy was wicked.
Whoa! We did it.
But we don't need a sympathetic origin story for Ted Bundy.
I will say, and maybe this is too spicy for a family friendly stream.
Okay.
I
can't wait to see what's happening.
The insane spectacle around the execution of Ted Bundy. Have you seen that footage? You know what I'm talking about?
The footage of his execution?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where like people are like outside, like with signs, like being like, "Hooray, we're murdering him."
Well, it's like people dancing in the street when they killed Osama bin Laden.
Yeah. Doesn't that feel kind of
No one mourns
crazy?
the wicked.
Yes.
No.
It's like what happens at the beginning of Wicked.
Boom.
It's true.
Well,
Yeah, but we're not supposed to think they're doing a good thing because we see that.
Yeah.
And then we go into the backstory of this wicked witch quotations.
Right.
Of the
And really
West.
she's misunderstood.
Right. Yeah.
Ted Bundy was not misunderstood.
Right.
No. Nor was there like really any chance
Well, I'm
of
not-
innocence.
Yeah, I'm not
But-
like defending
Still,
like Osama bin
Right.
Laden.
I
or
don't
Yeah,
agree.
Osama bin
But,
Laden
like,
and Ted Bundy are both innocent.
Is
but
there
should we
ever a
celebrate?
time when, especially people who are claiming
Yeah.
some type of Christian belief, to be
Yeah.
like rejoicing in the death of someone? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I agree.
Like there are imprecatory psalms that call for that.
Yeah.
But like, is that descriptive of what we should be doing, or is that prescriptive of what we should be doing, or is that descriptive of just something that happened? And the biblical writers just throwing it out there. I think too many times we're like, oh yeah, that means it's okay for me to call for the death of my enemies or to be super war hockey with my political beliefs because it happens. And not just being appalled at some of the things that are even in the Bible that this happened, and not making it my blueprint for how I'm going to move throughout
Live in
the
life.
world.
I'm gonna do it too.
Babies' heads being dashed against rocks should probably not be a plan for my life.
Right.
And so I don't think we should be like cheering,
which is
Osama bin
insane.
Laden's
That like
death.
there's whole schools of interpretation that take psalms like that and do that. But just like even from like a secular perspective, in the newsroom, one of like the big like season finale newsroom episodes, like it's this huge climax is that they got Osama bin Laden and he's going to report it on the news.
Yeah.
And they have to like, they're all like at some party and they have to wrap up their stuff and go report this news right now. And literally like there's this whole sequence where some of the news people are stuck on a plane. And the pilot,
Newsroom is so good.
Newsroom is so good. But they start causing a ruckus on the plane because they want to get off. And the pilot comes out and he's like, "Sir, do I need to?" And the news guy recognizes that this is a veteran, and so he's like, "Sir, I've been wanting to deliver the news all night, and so I want to deliver the news to you that we killed Osama bin Laden for you tonight." And everybody on the plane is like, "Yeah, whoa!" And it just rings so hollow because that's such an insane response, right? I don't know.
I agree with that. I totally agree with both of you.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say is I can't pretend to know what it would feel like if I were really personally affected by that individual. Like if my family was murdered by someone like that, I'm not sure. I still think you can say, hey, we really shouldn't celebrate anyone's death. But like, I think maybe it would be hard to. You can feel how you want to feel without outwardly expressing it.
You can also, the flip side of that, which I think is what you're saying, is you can want justice. You can want justice.
Yes, you can absolutely want justice
without wanting vengeance.
But again, like explicit celebration is maybe a different matter. And it still would be really hard if it were someone really close to you.
And
I know. I mean, there
overwhelming
are
sense of
people
relief.
that have been like close to us and people on the podcast that you would want to be able to celebrate justice on behalf of that person.
Yeah.
If someone was rightly punished for what they did. So I definitely understand.
It's still different in a way, though.
It's different in a way than us like being like crowd mob. Crowd mob mentality about like
and celebrating someone.
It's still
being
not a
removed.
happy thing, even when.
But even like, and this is maybe even we might be making it even spicier.
Okay.
Being the family of like somebody who's like a victim of these people pushing for that punishment. Like certainly like families of murder victims are desirous that this person see,
which I think is totally justified.
Yeah. But that sounds
And
I just can't imagine the headspace to be in to like want this person to.
I could see fighting to remove that person from the equation so they can no longer do bad things.
Right.
I mean, I guess we're getting into death. What do you take on the death penalty territory?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, that's wow. First time, what do you think we
real light pod?
Which your call.
No,
I'm just visiting.
Yeah, no.
Happy to share it. But yeah, there is a difference between, hey, we're glad this person is no longer able to harm others, and we're glad this person has been annihilated.
Because I'm definitely one of those.
Them,
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those people who would say like no death penalty, but putting myself in the shoes of people who are the victims of that kind of injustice is
Could be challenging.
Exactly.
Yeah. Will, what do you think?
It's Samuel L. Jackson and A Time to Kill.
This feels like really, really good conversation. I'm hearing about every third word.
Oh my gosh!
It's-
Well,
Okay,
It's
let's
so
go back
good
to
though.
go back to Wicked. They talked about the
Yes.
Wicked singing "Wicked Witch is Dead." West is dead.
Feels wrong. That's the lesson that Wicked taught
No
us.
one mourns the wicked.
It's a good song.
I want to go back and
Will.
read all the Oz books, though.
Oh, that is true.
I haven't read all of them.
Well, isn't there just the
There's
one?
the Emerald
No,
City.
there's like
I think
5.
there's- yeah.
Oh,
5 or 6.
he wrote 5.
He wrote 5.
Oh,
yeah,
the original guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
I thought it
the
was
first 2 or
just.
3.
I thought it was
Oh, Frank
his
Baum.
one, and then the Wicked guy's one.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
L. Frank Baum wrote.
He wrote like 5 at least.
Wow.
Wait.
crazy.
Can I
What?
send the video for us to watch? Speaking of, I think this
Oh,
is so
another
funny.
video. We just
Let's
talked about.
go. Video.
You made them watch like 5 videos.
Yes,
Got
I'm
people
sending it
warning us
right-
all the time.
right
What's,
now.
what's the video, Will? Give us a precursor to the video.
Well, the video does give backstory, but I'll explain just to kind of help fill in time.
That's true.
I'm gonna
Jurassic
say
Park and
phrases
Wicked
even harder.
crossover with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, whoa.
Your witches didn't stop to think if they should.
Okay, I sent it, but it is the day that the Queen
Life
of
finds a way.
England
You see the
died.
Wicked Witch.
And the Wicked showing that happened that same day.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen this. Yeah.
So
where did
Blaine,
you send?
I sent it in the general.
And what
That's
country
on.
was this in?
I'm not sure, but you can't even see me. Oh,
You're back.
you can see me.
Blaine's figuring it
I
out.
think it was in England.
Will, real quick before we watch this video, I'm gonna turn off your stream and I'm gonna restart it, and hopefully that'll help your issues that you're having. Let's
Great.
see,
And then
here.
we'll watch the video and hopefully talk
Yeah,
with you.
and
afterwards.
hopefully it'll be fine. Let's see here. This, and then this, and then this. There you go, Will. Okay, here we go. And we're going to watch this video. I'm going to switch here to...
Thomas said because we have a guest that this episode should be longer.
Ha! Wrong. What time is it? Oh my
We
gosh,
have like
we've
15 minutes
flown
left.
through. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's see here.
Of Wicked had to make an announcement before the Wicked performance to the West End.
At the respective Buckingham Palace, all shows are continuing to perform this evening.
Oh,
Therefore,
it's going through the best parts of it.
as usual. And
Do what? What'd you say, Will?
Oh, y'all can hear it.
We
Yes,
can hear it.
we can
Can
hear
you
it.
not hear it?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you were
seen it
talking
enough.
through it, so we didn't really hear it.
I'm gonna play.
as written.
Now that is all good and dandy until you remember how the very start of Wicked the musical goes.
Oh my gosh.
Good news, she's dead.
The Witch of the West is dead. The day the Queen passed away, the producer
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I hate that so
was
much.
Yeah, that was
we're
awful.
gonna
We're
gonna go ahead and
That's
But that was like
unfortunate.
a perfect little
That is unfortunate time.
uniting of the
Yeah.
conversation topics.
Yeah, it was. Thanks.
Good job, Will.
Thanks, Will, for breaking.
Yay! I did it.
Will hates colonizers.
I'm sorry, Will. I feel bad that the stream isn't working for you. Is it any better now?
Hot take: the Queen wasn't.
No,
that
it's
great.
Oh, good.
But that's okay.
That's what Paul said.
Your niece, the other day we were playing cards and we were playing like war, where you flip
Battle for those of us.
Oh,
of the South.
I thought it was called war.
Just like how we call a certain war different things.
Whoops.
The War of Northern
And I'm like, haha, long live the queen. I flip a card over and Hattie's just like, she's dead. Like,
Whoa. Whoa.
this is an 8-year-old.
She's very well read. She reads the world news.
Now everyone rate the Queen's death from 1 to 10.
Yeah. You didn't mute your mic.
Bless you.
That didn't work. That didn't work. We heard the full speech.
No!
He goes forward to mute the mic.
That was great.
No way!
Wait,
I
is this your family?
saw it
What?
go
No,
out.
it
10,
wasn't.
11?
It
Is
wasn't. 11.
Sad
The
day.
Queen's death was 11 out of 10. Apparently,
okay.
For a gamer.
We just talked about not celebrating people's death.
Oh man, Will, what is one of your topics, buddy?
We just asked him.
Well,
What's one of your topics?
No, what's one of Will's topics?
Okay, go ahead, Will.
Is it me?
It's you. Go ahead.
Oh my
Yes. Okay.
Do you have another one? How's Brianna's stir fry?
Well, last week, I don't know. Well, they haven't heard from her.
What?
That's not true. Just
Okay.
kidding.
You can't just throw that out there. Okay.
They have, I think. We'll revisit that. But last week we talked about Bryson DeChambeau and his hole-in-one shot. Kevin didn't get to watch it because Blaine didn't ever post the video.
That's
never
true.
uploaded it, yeah. So what happened? I didn't know
I'm
about it.
uploading it right after this.
I
Okay.
never heard about the hole-in-one shot.
You don't have to crucify me.
Wow. So Bryson DeChambeau, who's a golfer in the LIV, which the LIV, if you don't know, is like the PGA, but like probably also a lot of like money laundering involved.
Cool. Alphabet soup doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway, he was doing this, started this TikTok trend where he was trying to make a hole-in-one over his house in his like backyard practice green he has. So he's this huge mansion. The whole thing is to kind of show off his great, beautiful house and yard that he has. But
The way millionaires do.
yeah, the way he's probably worth tens of millions because golfers get paid a lot of money. Anyway, every day he would try to make a hole-in-one over his house, but each day he got one extra shot. Like, so on day one, he had one chance. On day two, he had two, and so on. And this past week on day, like, I think 13 or 14, he made it.
Whoa!
Over his house.
That's so exciting.
Wait, should I send it? I didn't prepare in that way.
Send the video.
I'll
find the video.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you
But
say?
We'll post it later.
So last week the whole thing was I asked like, do you care? And immediately Blaine was like, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
Cameron didn't care. But then once they watched it and kind of saw like, oh, he's like a really good golfer, like they kind of cared a little bit more. So
I think I'm in the same boat. Having not seen it.
Yeah, not seeing it makes you not care, but I will say seeing it made me care.
yes.
Why?
That's a solid commentary, Blaine. Back to you, Will.
He says he cares.
Says he cares.
That's all I have.
Blaine cares.
That's all we have from Will today.
Nope, not.
Yeah,
go back to
he's-
Will's
he's
an
there.
effective
He's fine.
spokesman
He's
for
fine.
the
He's
golfer,
fine. He's
but
there.
you didn't get the response. from
He's
the people
there.
who didn't care.
Okay.
Call back.
Yeah.
It's a callback.
Here we go. We're gonna look at. Is this the one where he makes it, Will?
This is spoiler alert.
Okay, I'm a
Here we
2. I'm a 2 on the caring level right now.
Oh yeah. How much do you care about?
Can you have negatives? Is that-
Okay.
Sure.
Shannon really
Oh
hates
no.
golf.
Golly,
Don't,
Shannon. Way to poo-poo on the thing that we love so much.
What?
Oh man, can
Is that what
this
she's doing?
millionaire pull off this thing that doesn't impact the world positively in any way? Let's find out.
Let's see what happens.
Agree completely.
Here we go.
Nope, I care less now. having seen him and his house.
He did golf with Donald Trump for one of
Oh
his
no,
videos.
I've seen this. I've seen this.
Oh, go.
Okay.
Really.
Oh, bro, you almost dunked that.
Bro, you almost dunked it. Bro, diggity, you dunked it.
We're skipping a lot of those.
How are they gonna know how much I lift if I don't put my kettle weights beside it?
9.
Why are his kettle weights there? Why are his kettlebells there?
Maybe the wind
No
was
reason.
blowing and he was weighing something down.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think he weighed it down with his girth.
Oh. Wait. Excuse me.
What?
14.
14, and spoiler alert, it's going in.
Be good.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Wow.
I have enough money to do this for 2 weeks straight.
He did it.
Let's go, baby.
Oh my God!
Whoa,
Is he
he's-
tearing up?
My life has
He's having an
meaning.
emotional reaction.
Finally, Dad, are you proud of me?
Wow. That was
It could all
He
boil
like,
down to that.
I think he like almost won the Masters this year, but that was probably his like proudest moment.
wow.
Showing everyone his house.
But-
Gotta wait.
The thing about it is that like for the past 15 days, that's been the biggest thing I've seen. Like I know I'm a golfer and all that, but they get millions of like likes and interactions each video, and people would like post videos like me waiting for the Bryson DeChambeau video on to see if he makes a hole in one, and then like sports betting websites were talking about should we put in over under on day 15 if he's gonna like. They like I don't know if that ever happened, but this is getting big interaction everywhere. So
Yeah.
that was my
Blaine, what's your care level now?
I mean, that was fun. It's fun to watch him actually make it. Maybe a 4 now, like maybe even a 4.3.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm a gentleman's 1.
It went down.
Mine went down.
You care less now.
After I saw him and the broy and the duty and
Okay, so that the one bit where he's like,
and then the immediately running.
yeah, that
don't
was.
care.
Cameron says I literally had less of a reaction to my son.
What, does
I
that
know,
more
I
about
think-
him or?
I'm not going to go as far as the West Wing joke where
What is the West Wing joke?
where Jed Bartlett says golf is a nice enough sport, but let's not confuse it with something that men do. Because I do think golf is fun, and I enjoy playing golf. I'm not good at it.
I've never done it.
You never done it?
Never done one.
Will's
golf.
very good at golf.
Me neither, and I literally grew up from the age of 4 across the street from a golf course.
Whoa!
PGA Tour golf course.
Wow.
We would just
Yay,
sneak over at dusk
LIV.
and collect golf balls in these like hollowed out
Are those
buckets, these hollowed out
valuable?
milk jugs. Yeah, like my dad would keep all the Titleist.
Oh,
I would keep the
that's
neon pink
cool.
ones.
Is that legal?
I will make it legal.
I was just saying that so Blaine could say that. It's a Star Wars quote.
Oh yeah, it is. We saw that.
Yeah, we saw that.
When you're putting together the Millennium Falcon.
It tightens.
And the Jedi.
Note from a Jedi. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Will, what's your care?
What's your level
Do
of
you
care,
golf?
Will?
Will?
Will was like, you were like on golf teams in high school, right?
National
like
champion golfer.
no okay not national
Yeah,
champion.
he has a ring. Well, what do they do for high school? What color is the jacket?
I think that was for getting married.
No,
Oh.
that was for getting married. I played on varsity in high school, but at a very small school. So, like, if you wanted to play on varsity, you probably could. Like, they could work you in.
Could I?
But my senior year, I was shooting well enough to make it to like the state, like to be in the top qualifying of the district.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
what I'm talking about,
those,
man.
tournaments. But that year there was COVID, so I never got to go to state tournament, which was upsetting.
Well, you lost
so
to
then
COVID.
Why?
Yeah,
Why would you not
COVID.
be able to play golf during COVID?
Exactly.
You're outside.
The rules didn't exist.
That's true. That's so dumb.
No, it wasn't at the time. No, people were dying in large
Right,
quantities.
yeah. If only RFK was in charge, we could play wherever we wanted. Oh, wait.
So
It is crazy to be like, for somebody trying to show solidarity with my friend and be like, oh, that was rough for you, Will. That's dumb. It is crazy for you to then be like, nope, people were dying in
Oh, yeah, no,
droves
yeah.
by the thousands.
Oh, no, yeah, some of those.
even at
It
the
was like a
time,
9/11
I
every day
understood.
for a while there.
I understood. But like, yeah. So I've been playing the past few years outside of college, but on the care meter, like maybe a 3. I never really cared that much about it.
Oh,
But
wow.
TikTok knows my algorithm that I usually like golf videos. But I'm not a Bryson DeChambeau fan. When he played in the Masters, I was still rooting for Tiger Wood or Phil Mickelson, like the older guys, over him. He is like just a young, arrogant golfer who like sold out to LIV instead of staying in the PGA. So that's the most I will judge him as. Like, I'm not going to judge his character too much.
I'm not judging his character.
He seems like a d-bag.
Not to judge his character or anything.
Let's get him on the podcast. And I'll say it to his face.
We are still working on getting the Hot Frosty actor on the podcast.
Did you contact his people?
You said you were going to contact. You know, we'll organize that later.
Wait, we should get your guy. We should get Steven.
Steven? Who?
Steven Broussard.
Let's get the local candidate for sheriff on my podcast to talk about how he challenged Dina Stevens to a physical agility contest, and she didn't take him up on it. Yeah.
Is that the other candidate?
Yes. So the two candidates for sheriff locally.
We don't need to get into
was Dina Stevens and Steven Broussard, and I did a voter guide just giving general information about both of those candidates, and he was upset about some of the things that I said and was like in like the comments section on my YouTube video that has like 30 views being like trying to argue with me about
prepare for court.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Slander.
He's an interesting character. So but yeah, we should get Steven Broussard on the stream, and we can get Hot Frosty on the stream, and
he has a name,
and we can get the golf D-bag on the stream.
It's Frosty.
We talked about
Mr. Frosty.
We talked about the Big Justice and AJ match.
Yeah,
did you see
Big
that?
Justice.
Well, no.
Of course,
stop.
What?
I think we should.
What's
boycott
AEW?
Like
AEW is fine. I think we should boycott talking about the Costco guys. They're on too many things.
No, they're a cultural touchstone of the moment.
That's why
exactly. That makes me want to go live in the woods.
This is all about relevancy.
I'm
Kevin.
going for the double chunk chocolate cookie,
and
I'll give it 3 booms. Boom, boom.
Yeah, every boom that I can put in the tags gets us an extra view on TikTok.
No,
he
don't
doesn't say daddy.
He does say daddy. He says daddy.
I like how you're like, we should boycott it, and then you proceed to impersonate them for like a full 30
Basically
seconds.
recreate all of their content.
Is this a boo or a dude?
And then they just saw this other little fat kid.
You cut Willow.
Yeah.
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler that they thought,
also body shaming.
Big Justice or whatever he calls him. He calls himself like
so the son is Big Justice.
Okay, the son is Big Justice.
And the kid that they've like pseudo adopted is the Rizzler.
No, they haven't adopted him. They've just like, here's a guy getting a lot of views.
Financially
Let's get him on. Yeah,
this person. Yeah, his real name
Seven brides for 7 brothers.
His real name is Christian. Yeah.
No, but have you seen the background behind them filming those videos?
Yes, the behind the scenes.
Somebody was filming one time when they were in Costco,
right.
And they're standing there with their like fake eyeliner on and holding the double chunk chocolate cookie and looking at the camera, and then they start talking, and then AJ, whatever his name is, when his son starts, I got the chicken bake. He's like, no, I said chicken bake. and after every line, he's like correcting everybody, even like their guest, like whoever he is, like some prankster YouTuber,
it's
Jay Kind of Funny or whatever his name is.
It's very mommy dearest.
He's like no wire hangers.
But what is the AEW? And what is
wrestling?
AEW is like WWE, just smaller and newer. And like they kind of had a big thing where they were outdoing WWE.
I don't care.
The AEW is going downhill, and so they contact the Costco guys to like kind of give them some relevancy, and it did get like it was a big thing that people were watching. Where Big AJ, who used to be like a wrestler in indie, like small shows. That's the dad. He used to be a wrestler in like small indie shows. He came for this, and AJ was on the sideline, and then the Rizzler was like the bell keeper. He like rang the bell to start the match, and then he won. AJ won, but he like hurt his ankle. He like sprained his ankle, or I don't know. He was in a cast or something.
Wow.
But he won.
I was about to say, can you imagine like telling somebody from 100 years ago, like just showing them that string of words and being like, you know, how crazy today is.
Yeah,
but then I started thinking about like old like vaudeville shows. They were just as crazy as all these people. They were crazy back in the day. Humanity just lights insane.
You Von Joke Rapscallion, get out of here! Before I ring your bell, your mother drinks dirty dishwater.
Yeah, basically.
Wait, Cameron just said this sucks. The podcast?
This sucks because we're talking about the Costco guys. They're calling me old because I hate the Costco guys. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, Kevin, you
Tell me
don't
whatever
get
you
it.
want. Costco guys
Only us hip
He also goes to
kids
bed at like
understand.
7:30 sometimes.
I don't
guys.
care about that either.
Back.
Don't care. Bring it on. I will.
Can I
I will lose this.
Can I ask about the LIV more to go back?
Oh yeah,
To go back to golf.
I don't.
We'll talk about golf.
PGA is.
I just want to know what it
owned
is, how it came out. Were they just like the PGA doesn't have any competition?
Is it the
LIV?
PGA or the LIV that's owned by the Saudis now?
It's 9 o'clock.
LIV. Yeah.
LIV's owned by the
So-
Saudis.
They started, like, I think sometime during COVID, maybe a little before, in the past few years.
Patreon.
And they, like, bought out a lot of the big golfers. Phil Mickelson, Bryson
Phil Mickelson's
DeChambeau.
like been a big deal for a long time.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah, he
Phil.
was, he won a couple Masters
No.
years and years ago. But yeah, he
Macho.
was in the PGA, and yeah, LIV started with the Saudis. I'm not too familiar with all of it. I just know it was just a big buyout type thing to. And there's less rules, I guess. It's supposed to be more fun, more towards like younger, more like edgy, I guess. And so, but I don't know how it's doing currently.
golf game.
Yeah.
We
I don't know how
hit
it's
golf
currently
balls
doing.
over houses. I'm gonna do curls in between.
Well,
Check out my dude shorts.
Will, I was gonna put on the theme song again to play us out, but
Oh, yeah.
we
No,
said
Will.
at the beginning that you were gonna sing.
You're gonna sing us out.
Would you like to
Wait,
sing us out?
I wanna look up what LIV really is.
What does it stand for?
Okay, yeah, let's wait for that.
It's a Roman numeral. It's 54.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
that's not
Right?
wait,
that's
like,
not what I would.
L is 50.
like that's really what
it's
it's
fo-
for, or it's
LIV
Yeah,
would
it
be
is.
54 in
It-
Roman numerals.
yeah.
It is.
That's what it
refers
is?
to
It's
but
Roman
that's what
numerals?
it's not an
The
acronym.
number of holes played at LIV events.
Oh.
So they did 54 holes.
54 holes.
So they do.
I didn't know that.
How many rounds is that?
Okay.
Why?
That's
Is
3
that-
rounds.
Is that 3? Yeah.
That makes sense. How many holes of golf do you play?
It's financed. There's 18 holes in one round, so yeah, 54 is 3 rounds. Which I think is most tournaments. Most tournaments are 3 rounds.
Oh, are they
Weird.
rounds?
Maybe
It's
they're trying to
financed
be like
by
Ted
this-
Lasso. Live!
Yeah.
They just scream it like a war cry.
It's financed by the Public Investment Fund, the sovereign wealth fund of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Some
MBS
journalists and
bought it.
commentators
This is great. This
have
is great
said,
content.
Yeah.
has said the tour is parts of the effort by the Saudi monarchy,
Right.
which has been criticized for its corruption and human rights abuses, to improve its public image through sports.
They bought it. They bought the MBS bought the golf thing, LIV or whatever, after they killed Khashoggi. What was his first name? Jamal Khashoggi was the journalist in Turkey, and they killed him in the
Yeah,
U.S.
yeah,
embassy.
yeah.
It's crazy.
That's an actual news story.
But yeah,
So we
it's
are
insane. Look it up.
living up to our name right now. So we're wasting.
No, we're
their
not.
time.
This is
We're
important
We're all
conversation.
just reading
People
Wikipedia.
should know that whenever they watch LIV, they're monetarily supporting the Saudi government.
That's true. Yes. Also, when
Thank
you
you.
drive your
Well,
car.
listen, we were just talking about WWE. WWE, when Vince McMahon, who we
And
know
he
now
was
is
a
like
big
this
old creep,
corrupt
too.
billionaire, he's
That's my
a
caller
very
too.
bad
Well,
person.
it's kind of putting a
If you
hat on a
wanna-
hat to say corrupt billionaire. You can just say billionaire.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
great.
communism's
Hot
showing.
Hey, go watch McMahon on Netflix. It's like 10, I don't know, 8 episodes.
It's
and it goes
crazy.
through like
It's
his
insane.
history and how he's just a horrible, horrible
He
human
is a
being.
horrible, horrible human
He
being.
started WWE and made it the way it is now, but
What's
he did
crazy
that by
is
hurting.
when they start the interviews when none of this stuff has come out. So he's actually doing the interviews at first,
Right.
And then
Yikes.
And
there's like all the stuff
yeah.
that comes out, and he doesn't do interviews anymore.
Yeah, it's like
Yikes.
literally it's right before it all came out, and like he's just saying lies that were then came out as like, no, I didn't do any of that bad stuff back when.
Oh, that's a great man.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, of course I did.
And then it came out that he was doing those things. But anyway, he made a deal a few years ago, back when he was still a part of it, with the Saudi government to have a show every year in Saudi Arabia. And for like 10 years. And so every year there's like a big show, and there's been the same type of criticism for those shows.
Because
Yeah.
the Saudis, they're crazy, man.
What song is Will singing?
Will, sing a song.
And now the end is near.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching.
And so I face.
Come to us for all your geopolitical news next time.
My friend.
Thank you,
Shannon.
Shannon. Oh my God, thank
I'll
you.
state my case.
Hold up your
right.
present.
Of which I'm
In my present. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Okay, we're leaving now. So long, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later.
And I haven't gotten to the chorus. Every highway.
I already turned it off.